Christmas is often dubbed the most wonderful time of the year. But behind the festive lights and heartwarming ads lies a different story, one of pressure, expectations, and hidden anxieties. This issue is further compounded by social media and the fact that we are currently watching the world seemingly come to an end. It's imperative to be aware of the fact that just because it's the most wonderful time of the year, allegedly, this doesn't mean the issues we grapple with take a break. We are still exactly who we are, living our lives and contending with the same world. The holiday season, for all its joy and celebration, brings with it a unique set of pressures that are hard to ignore. There's the expectations to create picture-perfect moments, beautifully wrapped gifts, Instagram-worthy decorations, and gatherings that radiate warmth and happiness. For many, this becomes a juggling act, balancing financial strain, time constraints, and the emotional weight of meeting everyone's expectations. It's not just about giving. It's about giving enough, doing enough, being enough. And when these ideals feel unattainable, the gap between what we experience and what we think we're supposed to experience grows, leaving us feeling isolated or inadequate. The pressure to embody the perfect holiday spirit doesn't just drain our wallets, it can take a toll on our mental health. We all grew up with images of the perfect Christmas. The perfect trees, cozy atmosphere, gifts aplenty, and perfect snow, which is a little awkward for some of us who grew up in the Southern Hemisphere. Think of your favorite Christmas movie. What elements make it special? Maybe it's the happy family that comes together in the end, or the hijinks that lead to hilarious incidents, or the love story that ends with the perfect kiss under the mistletoe. So perfect. The pressure to achieve perfection is perhaps one of the most challenging aspects of the holiday season. For some families, financial limitations make lavish gifts or extravagant decorations out of reach. Maybe your space doesn't allow for a towering 10-foot tree, or perhaps you're facing the season alone. Even when families come together, pre-existing interpersonal struggles can make capturing those idyllic holiday moments feel impossible. These realities, among countless others, are why many people find it difficult to feel truly merry during this time of year. Yet, despite it all, we keep trying. Every year, the same idealized images are presented to us, urging us to chase a version of Christmas that remains just out of reach. Despite how unattainable these ideals may be, the allure of the perfect Christmas is hard to resist. Each year we cling to the hope that maybe this time things will fall into place. Maybe this time the family will come together peacefully, the gifts will be exactly right, and the magic will feel real. It's a comforting dream, one that promises joy, love, and connection. But it also sets us up for inevitable disappointment when reality doesn't measure up. The truth is, the beauty of the holidays doesn't come from perfection. It comes from the messy, imperfect moments that are uniquely ours. Recognizing this can be liberating, offering a chance to redefine what the season means on our own terms. But as we try to let go of these impossible ideals, we often find new pressures emerging from unexpected places. And as we begin to move away from the images from the movies and shows of our childhood, in comes social media. Social media adds another layer to this narrative, turning holiday celebrations into a highlight reel. Quick images that reinforce that you're doing the holidays incorrectly. Be it the perfect decor with the perfect family, everyone in matching pajamas and drinking hot chocolate. It can even be solo traveling to a beautiful island to escape the cold. Social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram constantly present us with these idealized images, often unprovoked and in ways that can feel jarring. They showcase real-life people who appear to have captured the magical imagery we grew up with, living out the perfect Christmas in real time. This isn't just a nostalgic tug. It's a direct blow to the ideal we thought we could escape, as we're reminded again and again how far our reality might be from the curated perfection on our screens. These images often blur the line between authenticity and performance, creating a distorted perception of what the holiday season looks like for others. While some posts might genuinely reflect moments of joy, many are carefully staged, edited, and filtered to perfection to project an ideal. The result is an endless cycle of comparison, where even our happiest moments can feel inadequate when held up against the seemingly effortless perfection we see online. This comparison not only heightens the pressure, but also deepens feelings of inadequacy and isolation during what's supposed to be a time of connection and celebration. Adding to this is the relentless barrage of targeted ads on social media designed to capitalize on our insecurities and holiday aspirations. From perfectly coordinated holiday decor to luxury gifts that promise to make the season magical, these ads reinforce the notion that happiness is something you can buy if only you spend enough. Algorithms tailor these ads to reflect the imagery we've already been engaging with, creating a feedback loop that makes the ideal Christmas feel not only desirable, but also commercially obligatory. This constant push to consume compounds the emotional and financial strain of the season, leaving many feeling overwhelmed and unfulfilled. Ads during the season are not without their controversies. It is social media, after all. The 2024 Boots Christmas ad has sparked significant controversy this season, starring Bridgerton actress Adjoa Andor as a proactive Mrs. Claus. The ad flips the traditional narrative, showing her managing the magic of Christmas while Santa takes a back seat. It also features a diverse cast and uses gender-neutral language, like referring to a gift recipient as very them. Critics have slammed the ad as overly woke, accusing it of pushing a progressive agenda by altering traditional Christmas imagery. Many are upset with the Santa's more passive role and the emphasis on inclusivity, leading to calls for boycotting and the hashtag #BoycottBoots trending online. Supporters, however, have praised the ad for its inclusivity and modern approach. They highlight the diverse casting and appreciate Ando's role, viewing it as a fresh take on outdated traditions. But this debate highlights a larger cultural divide, the challenge of balancing modern values with cherished customs. The holiday season often brings a surge in consumer spending, with many individuals feeling compelled to meet expectations set by commercials and societal pressures. This drive to create a perfect festive experience leads some to incur debt to afford gifts, decorations, and celebrations. In the United States, for instance, 20% of adults anticipate going into debt to cover their holiday expenses. This trend isn't confined to the US, it's a global phenomenon. In the UK, holiday spending is expected to reach record levels, with consumers planning to spend an average of £902 per person on gifts, food, decorations, and other seasonal items. Such expenditure can lead to financial strain, especially for those already managing existing debts or facing economic uncertainty. The financial toll of holiday spending often goes unnoticed until after the season, as many consumers rely on credit cards or short-term loans to cover expenses. In the US, a survey by LendingTree in 2022 revealed that 35% of Americans took on holiday debt, with an average debt of $1,549. Similar trends are seen in Australia, where over 21% of Australians admitted to spending more than they could afford during the festive season, according to a Finder survey. This reliance on borrowing highlights the pervasive belief that the holidays should spare no expense, even at the cost of financial stability. The long-term effects can be crippling, with the interest payments and late fees compounding the debt burden for months or even years. This cycle of overspending is not merely about materialism. It's also tied to emotional pressures. Many people feel an obligation to create memorable experiences for loved ones, equating lavish spending to love and care. Cultural norms and traditions amplify this expectation, making it difficult to scale back without fear of disappointment or judgment. These pressures disproportionately affect low-income households, where the stakes are higher and the consequences of debt are more severe. Ultimately, the financial strain of the holidays underscores a larger societal issue: the commercialization of celebration and the need for a collective shift toward valuing connection and authenticity over monetary displays. Christmas can still be wonderful, even if it's imperfect. Maybe the true magic isn't in achieving the ideal Christmas, but in embracing what the season means to you. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I had a blast thinking about this. Christmas means so many different things to so many different people. So why don't you let me know in the comments section how you manage holiday stress and what Christmas looks like beyond social media for you. I hope you like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. Thank you guys so much again. Merry Christmas to all those who celebrate. Happy holidays to everybody else. And I hope you have a wonderful time this year. We have one more video coming out next week, and I'll see you in the next one.